6 optical illusions that will blow your brain. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Massive Phenomenon. 6. The floating cube illusion. Imagine a cube that seems to levitate in midair, hovering mysteriously before your eyes. This optical illusion challenges your depth perception and your sense of reality. When you look at the cube, it appears to pop out from the background or even rotate without any logical explanation. Want the truth? The cube is a two-dimensional image cleverly designed to create the illusion of depth and movement. Your brain fills in the missing pieces, making it appear as though the cube is defying the laws of physics. The floating cube illusion is really all about perspective and shading. The clever use of light and shadow creates the perception of a three-dimensional object where none exists. Artists and designers have used similar techniques to create stunning 3D artworks on flat surfaces, giving the illusion of depth and dimension. 5. The cafe wall illusion. Have you ever wondered how a simple pattern of black and white tiles could make you question your sense of lines and angles? That's the magic of the cafe wall illusion. Imagine a wall adorned with alternating rows of black and white tiles. At first glance, the lines forming the rows appear slanted. However, when you measure them carefully, you'll find they are perfectly straight. This optical illusion is an example of how our brains interpret patterns and contrast. It makes us see things that aren't really there. The cafe wall illusion, first discovered in the 1970s, is a striking example of the Gestalt principles of visual perception. It tricks our brains by using contrasting colors and patterns that create the illusion of slanted lines. The horizontal lines are interrupted by alternating rows of black and white squares, which create the misperception of slanting lines. 4. The ambiguous cylinder illusion. Cylinders are pretty straightforward, right? Not when they're in the world of optical illusions. The ambiguous cylinder illusion challenges your perception by presenting cylinders that look like a mix of squares and circles. When you view these shapes from different angles, your brain can't decide whether they're round or square. In reality, the shapes are cylindrical. But your brain's interpretation creates the illusion of a shape-shifting object that leaves you questioning the nature of reality. The ambiguous cylinder illusion was first created by Kokichi Sugihara, a Japanese mathematician and artist. Through it, we see the power of perspective and how our brains interpret visual cues. 3. The blivet. Imagine a bizarre, three-pronged object that seems to defy logic and geometry. This optical illusion, known as the blivet, presents an impossible object. It has 3 cylindrical prongs when viewed from one angle but only 2 when viewed from another. It's as though the object is constantly morphing and changing shape right before your eyes. The blivet is a prime example of how optical illusions can challenge our understanding of the physical world, leaving us in awe of the power of perception. The blivet, also known as the impossible fork, was first popularized by the artist M.C. Escher. This illusion plays with our perception of depth and perspective. The blivet reminds us that our brains constantly interpret visual cues to create a coherent picture of the world. Still, those cues can sometimes lead us to perceive the impossible as possible. 2. The hollow face illusion. What if I told you that a concave object could appear convex? That's what happens in the hollow face illusion. Imagine a mask with a hollowed-out, concave face. When you look at it, the face protrudes outward like a regular convex face. Your brain interprets the face based on familiar expectations, assuming it's convex even though it's not. This illusion demonstrates how our brain's prior knowledge and expectations can override what our eyes see. This leads to a mind-bending experience. The hollow face illusion is a striking example of how our brains use context and prior knowledge to make sense of the world. This phenomenon is not limited to faces, it can also occur with other objects. 1. The spinning dancer. Last but not least, we have the spinning dancer, a mesmerizing optical illusion that challenges your perception of motion. At first glance, you might see a silhouette of a dancer spinning either clockwise or counterclockwise. Some people see her spinning one way, while others see the opposite. This illusion is a reminder of how our brains interpret visual cues differently. It gives us a taste of the complex inner workings of our visual system. The spinning dancer illusion is often used to illustrate the concept of multi-stable perception. This means that our brains can perceive the same visual stimulus in multiple ways, and we can switch between these perceptions based on our focus and attention. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.